bike shuttle on the way to the start of my hike today, and just thought I'd show some of the beautiful surroundings along this County Road S. It's kind of early fall still, but maybe mid-fall we'd say, and one of the last really warm, gorgeous days. I got my bike all locked up here, and I'm ready to start my hike today. I'm starting here from the Highland Town Hall parking area. There's the Highland Town Hall over there, and we're going to be going this way. Here's the map. You are here, and we're going to go up this way. There's a campsite fairly soon. We'll take a look at that. And this here, I think I saw on the topographical map that there's some downs and ups, because this whole area here is the Brule River Valley, and we're kind of walking along the top hill along it. And I'm going to just be going a little over 5 miles today from the Highland Campsite to the Gaylord Nelson portal. And Gaylord Nelson, here's a little plaque about him here. I know there's a plaque on the other end of the trail of this hike at the portal that talks about him too, but this kind of encapsulates it. He was the Wisconsin U.S. Senator that was involved in the 1968 National Trail System Act and in the initial planning for the North Country National Scenic Trail, which we are on right now. When I got here on my bike, I realized that I forgot to bring the hat I usually wear when I hike, so I guess I'm stuck with this beanie and my bike helmet, but it's fine. It's a beautiful day. The bike helmet has a little visor on it, otherwise I wouldn't even have brought that. Just went with the beanie. So let's go see what we can find here. I'm wondering if these logging roads are currently being used. There's looks like some fresh tread marks, and I noticed when I was riding my bike in here, the gates to these roads are open, and there was a sign saying beware of trucks pulling out. So maybe they're doing a little logging back in here somewhere in the Brule River State Forest. Beautiful forest. A lot of red pine. Gotta watch out when you're hiking a trail like this. If you're looking up too much, you might miss something like this and trip on it. Well, here's that campsite, Highland Campsite. I'll take a look at the log on my way out. I suppose these campsites, if you've seen one, you've seen them all, but they all vary a little bit, and they certainly are nice. Nice bed of pine needles on this one. Might be able to find some flat enough ground for tent. Yeah, this is a nice one. It seemed like there'd be a fire danger with all these needles, but gotta be careful. Usually there's a latrine here too, but I don't usually search them out because unless I need it. Okay, let's get back on the trail. When I hike the North Country Trail, I usually bring a compass, and I also bring a paper map that shows the part of the trail that I'm on. And then the paper map also shows topographical lines, so you get an idea of where the hills and valleys are. And it shows the distance or the mile marker for the trail, which where you're at, and it's pretty handy. I also downloaded the Avenza app on my phone, and it was free, and you can upload maps of the North Country Trail onto that, and See if I can show you that. All right, the Avenza app is, let's see where it is. There it is right there, Avenza Maps. And here's the Western Wisconsin maps. And I want the North Country Trail, I think it's 12, number 12 I'm on right now. You download in sections. I'm not quite to 12 yet. Let's back up. I'm on 11 still. Oh, that's big. That's the Highland, where I started the Highland Town Hall, and I haven't gone very far. So let's see this button here. If you push this, this tells you where you are on the map. Yeah, and see, I'm just past the Highland Campsite and headed that way. So at any point, if you, let's say you got off trail, like over here, and you press this button, it would show, that blue dot would be over here. That would show where you are, and then you take your compass and decide which direction you got to go to get back onto the trail. It's pretty nice, and it's a good safety tool, especially for people that aren't used to being in a certain area and don't know it that well. So far, most of the trail has been through this mostly red pine forest, and a lot of needles on the path makes it nice, soft for walking. Getting into a little bit more oak here, scrub oak. I think that's what comes in maybe after the pine is harvested. But it's really a pleasant part of the trail so far. Getting into a little bit of up and down here, but it's really not much. Pretty gentle so far. There are quite a few aspen in this area as we get to the lower areas, and they have really yellow leaves this time of the year. But they're a pretty tree too. I don't anticipate anything very challenging today, but it's nice to throw a few ups and downs in to give it some character. See a little bit different vegetation from the high ground to the low ground maybe. Alright, here's a situation where the trail dumped me out onto this old 2-track, and I've been daydreaming and walking along. Haven't seen a blaze for a while. I thought maybe it's time to get out the Avenza map and see if I'm still on the trail. But there it is, the blue blaze. So I'm good for now. Keep going. Well, I'm kind of downhill into a lower area where it's all mostly aspen. And I guess there's a little boardwalk here. So it must get wet down here. I could go back uphill again after that. Oh, a bench at the top of the hill, that's a good idea. Sit down for a minute, maybe go drink water. A lot of trees in the way, but I guess you can see a little ways. Alright, got a little better view here of the lowlands below. Doing some hiking out in the open here for a while, it looks like. Guessing this was all pine that was harvested at one time. There's a stump right there. It's a road going down in that low part. So Gaylord Nelson Trailhead 2 miles, that's where we're headed. right, here's the spur trail back to the parking lot that I'm at. So that's the end of today's hike. Thanks for coming along. See you next time.